Wrestle Addict Radio HQ, representing kings of the rings to the fullest. King Ricky made the hot tag to Willie T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the Queen Bee. K-Fay brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments, crowned in a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the Rings are the illest. Kings of the Rings are the illest. Kings of the Rings are the illest.
We're the illest.
You're going to do that every time now, aren't you?
I guess so.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 416. I am your host, King Ricky Rose. Thank you guys for joining us. We are live right now on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook at Kings of the Rings podcast and at Wrestle Addict Radio. No Agent K this week. You guys are going like back and forth about whether you guys are going to be on the show. So luckily for me, I'm never alone, but I do have the founder, the proprietor, the creator of Kings of the Rings podcast, Will Tarashak. How are you?
I'm here. My stomach is grumbling, but we'll see how far I can make it.
Yeah,
it's either gonna be the internet or my bowels are gonna force me off the show for a few minutes. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be I'm gonna do a fun time monologue, and I have one monologue ready, but I don't know about the rest of them. So we'll see about that. So without further ado, we have SummerSlam to talk about. 12 matches there, and it's going to be a fun time. This SummerSlam card picked up rather well in the last week and a half, especially with one particular match that I'm stupid excited about, especially the stage, because I think we're getting a real stage
I hope
year
so.
as well.
I saw
the preliminary, the framework. I was like, oh, this is going to be big.
They need to make up for the WrestleMania 2019 stage, which is a giant screen.
I like the 2019 stage. I thought
it worked.
Different.
It worked well on TV. I remember you saying that. I watched it back. It worked very well on TV.
Yeah, it's great on TV.
In person, it was whelming.
Big.
It was very whelming.
Yeah, it's big. But before we get into SummerSlam and all that is going on this weekend in New Jersey, not New York, New Jersey anymore, just New Jersey.
Just New Jersey.
Just New Jersey. We
the
do
tax
have to talk
break,
about,
that's why.
Yeah, that's very true. And we do have to talk about some things, especially the fact that it came crashing down and it hurt inside for some people. Hulk Hogan, formerly known as Terry Bollea in real life, passed away last week at the age of 71. Hulk Hogan, as you guys might know, known as the Immortal Hulk Hogan, a 6-time WWE champion, a 6-time WCW champion, and at one time almost ruined TNA.
Came close.
Yeah, very, very, very close. Synonymous with all things wrestling, one of the first people in wrestling that anybody really learns about from our day and age, and for some people a little bit older than us. He is at the time one of the most popular people in the world, especially when it comes to Americana and what it means to be Americana, especially in the 80s. Hulk Hogan, it is reported that he died of cardiac arrest in his home. And he passed away before they could get him to the hospital. So there's many things that have come out about Hulk Hogan in the wrestling world. A lot of condolences pouring in, a lot of opinions coming in. You've probably seen a lot of them or heard from a lot of them. Mm-hmm. I know we had a pretty riveted discussion in our Discord when the news broke, but this is our show, so we're going to tell you our thoughts. So, Will, what are your thoughts on the passing of the Hulkster?
The memes are hilarious. So first of all, the one with Shawn Michaels dancing on the graves. I saw another one of
Was Hulk in that? Was Hulk in that?
I don't know. That I didn't, but I know that was during the Michaels and Hogan's feud, which was infamous nowadays. But I also saw the one with the Sheik. It was like, fuck Hogan then, fuck Hogan now, fuck Hogan forever.
Forever.
I thought that was hilarious. So, listen, if you are, I guess happy is the wrong word, but if you just don't give a fuck that Hulk Hogan's dead because of what Terry Bollea did, I get it, right? I understand. I don't think you're wrong. However, on the flip side, if you will just leave people alone if they want to respect the legacy and, be sad, right? Let people pay their respects to the man who built wrestling. Like, yeah, you can
modern wrestling,
and modern wrestling, right? But he put wrestling on the global map. And if it wasn't him, it would have been someone else. True, but it wasn't someone else; it was him. So, like, I thought WWE did a pretty solid tribute. It was a little weird that they also made a tribute to Terry Bollea. I thought they would have stuck to Hulk Hogan, like the on-screen personality. But no, they went to Terry Bollea as well. So I thought that's the only critique I would have is just that. Like, you probably should.
Yeah, you never see anybody get 2 10-bell salutes.
Yeah, well, no, it has happened. I think maybe Terry Funk.
Maybe I don't remember.
Bray Wyatt did. Bray Wyatt did.
Well, yeah,
because Bray Wyatt died young.
Yeah, I feel like they also did it on Monday on Raw because they brought his son in.
Yeah. I didn't like the reaction that Chelsea Green received from people. Like, if she didn't want to be on stage, like, I have no problem with that.
Was that why she? I thought she got a negative feedback.
And she said something on the news as well, but she.
It was a very PR move. Like, she didn't say anything controversial. She was just talking about, Hogan was a big influence and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But she was told she had to go on and do that. It's not like,
she has responsibility.
It's not like she chose to. Yeah, she has responsibility to do that.
She's an employee, and employees have to do employee things.
Yeah, she had to toe the company line.
The thing that annoys me is people reacting to how people are reacting to Hulk Hogan dying. Like, yeah, I first heard, I was like, fuck, that sucks. And then I went about my day, right? Like, I don't know Hulk Hogan personally, right? It's just like, damn, you take a second, you think about it, you're like, fuck. Then you're appreciative. Like, you go back and watch old WCWs, or you go back and watch WrestleMania 3 or whatever, right? And you take a second to respect the man. My dad texted me. My uncle texted me. People outside of, people who know I like wrestling text me. It's like, damn, dude, you hear about Hulk Hogan? I'm like, yeah, dude, it sucks. And they don't even know about, the Gawker situation or the sex tape or him saying the N-word or anything like that. It's just like, hey, man, this cultural person died. Doesn't that suck? So, yeah. But again, if as people in our Discord were very, opinionated about it, got no issue with it. Smiley was very happy, and I thought her memes were fucking hilarious. And her commentary was fucking hilarious. Charles had some also funny things to say. Taquan almost stole the show. It's like,
Taquan was almost on the show for this segment alone.
Yeah, he was like, damn, I guess that guy's not immortal, which I laughed out loud very loudly. So, yeah, I understand why people are upset. I understand why people want to respect the man. So just let people react how they want to react. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. So this isn't going to be a long segment. This may be a little bit of a long monologue. I've been thinking about this for several days since the news broke about how am I going to cover this, and I've been reflecting on this and everything like that. So there were some comments made, and I've heard about in relation to Hulk and Terry Bollea separating the art from the artist, and I think in Hulk's case, it's really hard to do that. It's like trying to separate Batman from Bruce Wayne, because whatever Batman does, Bruce Wayne does. Whatever Terry did, nobody's going to think Terry. They're going to think Hulk Hogan. Primarily.
I was ready to push back on that until a few days ago. I was like, oh yeah, he was literally in gimmick Hulk Hogan at the RNC twice.
And most of the time outside the ring, he was pretty much
he was Hulk Hogan, right? He was always in gimmick, so that's fair. But the controversial things he did was Terry Bollea, right?
But when it was reported, it was Hulk Hogan.
Reported as Hulk Hogan. That's why everyone knows him, right? Yeah. So
it's hard to really separate that.
He did make it. He didn't help his case. So in that case, it's again even more valid.
And the thing about it is, I know why some people are having a difficult time. So especially people older, we're like, "Whoa, I grew up on him. He said, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, work out and do hard." And then you find out that most of that stuff that he said for you to do was a lie. So the cognitive dissonance you have to kind of maintain is very hard to do, because he told you all these things, and it was such an impactful thing in your childhood. When you found out that he didn't really do all these things, You know, it's like people say like the Hulk Hogan thing's complicated. For me, it's not complicated. What's complicated about a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy waving the American flag, and his biggest adversaries of his time was an Arab person, you know, and somebody from Russia.
And a Scot.
And a Scot, yeah, and a Scot. And a Scot. And I think the difficult thing is that realizing that all of those things were literally just a gimmick. And just freaking Will Gray. I work out, do drugs, take my vitamins. Does that count?
Yes.
Depends on the drugs. You know, so there's that confusion I'd see that people have, which are having a difficult time. But for me, it's not that. There is nothing truly, I think, real about the person we knew as Hulk Hogan. It was all just a gimmick. Hulk Hogan, the character, like the name of the character, was first known as the Incredible Hulk Hogan, which, by the way, they got sued by Marvel. And for 20 years, Marvel took part of the revenue from all Hulk Hogan merchandise before they allowed him. And as part of that agreement, they could not use Incredible Hulk Hogan. That's when he became the Immortal Hulk Hogan.
And dude, if you're at WWE, worth it.
You know, the gimmick in and of itself of Hulk Hogan is taken from superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah.
Like word for word, verbatim. There's nothing truly authentic about the person we know as Hulk Hogan. It all came from something else, as most things are.
Yeah, as most art specifically, 100%.
You know, but the interesting thing that is kind of true about Hulk Hogan is the things that we found out years later. And ironically, he died on the 10-year anniversary of the Gawker stuff coming out, which he, you know, helped take down Gawker with the help of a very infamous person named Peter Thiel. But I do want to bring it to a quote that I saw from famous Marvel creator Jack Kirby, inventor of the Fantastic Four. This quote actually came at the end of the Fantastic Four movies. Little cheap plug there. But it does say, if you look at my characters, you will find me. No matter what kind of character you create or assume, a little of yourself must remain. There's always also the famous line that when you're a wrestler, it's your character times 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you times 10.
It's you times 10. Yeah.
It's you up to the umpteen power. And ironically for Hulk Hogan, that's kind of the opposite. He hid a lot of that stuff, but when it came out very, very like blatantly, and we only heard rumors about it for a while that we found out to be true later. There's the true statement that he busted a union, or the idea of bringing a union to wrestling. That
was Ventura,
Jesse Ventura, at a time when I believe, looking back at it, that it probably could have worked. I don't think it could work now, but I think it could have worked when WWE was pretty much the only show in town.
I don't think they need it now, but back then, yeah.
Back then, I think it could have worked. You know, there's the story of that he complained to Vince that Taker dropped him on his head on a tombstone. You know, and Taker believed it for years. You know, there's WrestleMania 9. That's why Bret Hart's mad.
Yeah. Well, you notice how a lot of the tweets from the boys in the back was a lot of great impact on the industry.
Yeah,
that was
more
about it.
Nothing more.
That's what I mean. The only people in WWE who mentioned like remembering Terry Bollea was the video package.
Yeah,
that's
I didn't
it.
watch the video package.
Like
and
and Logan Paul, the actual
Yeah.
wrestlers, and Cody to an extent, but the actual wrestlers. Yeah, he has a great impact on the business. I know Devon Dudley was saying like, guys, you gotta let it go. Like other black wrestlers, past and present, was saying you gotta let it go or fuck him or whatever. But yeah, I'd say most of what I've seen is from former wrestlers. It was just
toeing the company line,
strictly business. Thank you for the business, and that was it.
You can tell the lack of care by their by how a lot of them were just like standing at the 10-bell salute.
Yeah.
Like Dom was hysterical, and so was honestly Jey Uso looked high. He couldn't stop lauing.
What's his name? Uncle Howdy was in character. And and then you got like, you know, Triple H, and then was upset. What's his name? The fat guy, Bruce Pritchard, was upset. I mean, because they've been around the business forever, and there is a lot of respect for Hulk Hogan, right? I think it's okay to show respect for Hulk Hogan in a professional manner for what he did to the business. Like I said in the Discord, I don't care about Terry Bollea. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't care that he's dead.
Hulk Hogan didn't care about Terry Bollea either.
But I am sad that Hulk Hogan's dead because of what he did to the business. I guess podcasts, to an extent, wouldn't exist because of Hulk Hogan, and now you gotta take a second to appreciate that.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things about Hulk Hogan and stuff, he was just the guy at the time, like you said earlier.
Yeah,
it probably would have been someone else. It could have been someone else. Like Hulk Hogan's not even the best wrestler, pound for pound. Everybody knows that.
Nah, dude, his in-ring work was kind of trash. But that was also the style back then. It was slow. It was slower, more.
It was trash.
Strong man.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, he was. I heard someone say like, oh, hopefully he's made up for it. You know, in the time, and spoiler alert, he never did. He never did. Listen,
he apologized on an interview on mainstream media once or something, like in 2015 or something. But
yeah, he disowned his daughter. He, myriad of domestic violence allegations, cheated on his wife, disowned his daughter because she was dating a black guy. By the way, Brick Hogan's music has skyrocketed, like 6 million streams since he's passed away. By the way, there was just a lot of when his son almost killed somebody in a car accident, his biggest concern that his family that he was going to die get reincarnated as a black person, and also felt that the person who almost died in the car accident with his son must have done something wrong in a past life. And most recently, like you said, the RNC, and even after that, he was caught on video at a rally during the presidential election, making a verbal threat to the then Vice President Kamala Harris, and then using a racial slur, thinking she was a Native American and not an Indian, because he screwed that up too. He
screwed up Native American and Asian Indian.
Yeah, he was like, oh, should I body slam Kamala Harris? Because she's Indian, and then he did a whole he said how or whatever, and it's all on video. And I'm just like, Christ. You idiot! I was like, wow, you are ridiculous. And so I understand why people have no remorse for Hulk Hogan. I have no remorse for Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I get it.
Because he's a guy who, for me, a big thing for me, besides a lot of the racist stuff that we knew to be true and that he maintained, even when he tried to apologize to the boys in the back, he was like, oh yeah, don't get caught on camera. That's not an apology. It's the fact that his whole thing of I am a real American, which tended out to be true in a funny, backwards kind of way, but fight for the rights of every man, he never did that. And especially because it was always about Hulk. It was always going to be about Hulk. It was never going to be about anybody else. Look at what happened with Hogan and Shawn at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and there is some credibility and validity to that statement because he lived the gimmick all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't see Mark Ruffalo being like the virtues of Bruce Banner. He has his own virtues, right? You don't see you don't see fucking Leo DiCaprio as the dude from Shutter Islands or whatever. Or
Inception, or whatever.
Yeah, but because like wrestling is method acting to an extreme, and Hulk Hogan took that extreme to the extreme. So it's like, okay, then you open yourself even more to that hypocrisy claim, which I think again is completely valid.
Yeah, it's one of those, and I'll leave it at this. There's people who are also upset saying, oh, we shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Well, Hulk Hogan never spoke well of the living.
Yeah, fuck that. No, that's stupid. Now's not the time. Shut up.
Yeah, no, it's the time. It's the time. You were big enough, you were going to get critiqued no matter what. It just happened to be very instantaneous in this day and age because the internet is ruthless and undefeated.
Yeah, but also, I'm also glad WWE, the company, paid tribute in some way, like the 10 belts and a video package.
Yeah, because even Shivani on AEW.
You have to. Yeah, I mean, AEW didn't have to, but it wasn't expected. But I think they were getting shit for not doing it, and then they did it. But it's like, guys, who cares?
But you know what? They gave it to Shivani. Of anybody in that company that
it would be Shivani.
It would be Shivani.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. So Hulk Hogan dead. Have fun.
He's dead. He's gone, guys. He can't hurt you anymore. You can let the pain go. Right? It's like love conquers all that bullshit.
There's no love for Hulk. There's not that much love for Hulk in some circles.
Now, do you still listen to Michael Jackson's music?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can still watch Hulk Hogan matches.
Well, no, Michael Jackson was never convicted of anything. It was just alleged.
Hogan won the Gawker lawsuit.
Yeah, by the help of Peter Thiel.
Still
who's won. There's a big Peter Thiel thing going on these days.
Fine. How about R. Kelly?
No, I don't listen to his music.
No, anymore? Did you never listen to his music?
What did I? No, oh no, I listened to his music, and then the stuff came out, and I stopped really listening to him.
Fair. Kanye?
No, haven't listened to him in a long time.
Oh, damn. It's a shame. Kanye's music still bops, at least pre-2000.
Early Kanye.
Yeah, early Kanye. Yeah.
Early Kanye was amazing.
Yeah, I still listen to early Kanye. Shit's great music. I'm sorry he's a piece of shit, but
yeah, pre his mother dying, he was great. Once his mother died, he lost it.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of things made Kanye lost it, but okay, all right,
yeah,
fair enough. All right, we can move on.
Yeah, we can move on to the biggest party of the summer, if they're still calling it that, and now finally 2 nights. SummerSlam is going to be emanating August 2nd and 3rd, the first ever 2-night SummerSlam from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey and New Jersey only, which is going to be fun. It's going to be about an hour trip for me. Will and I are going to be roommates for the weekend, so we are going to have a fun time. On top of SummerSlam going on in MetLife Stadium, they're also at the American Dream Mall, Will, is where they're going to have the store and like the meet and greets and stuff too.
Yeah, let's not do that though. The American Dream Mall sucks ass.
I've never been, actually. I'm curious. I've never been. But that's just like an FYI. So I want to go to the store at least to see if there's something.
Yeah, we can go. Yeah, we can go.
To pick up. I mean, we can shop the meet and greets too. You know, you get a picture with the Dudley boys for like $80, both of them.
Like, hey, Devon, why weren't you at TNA? That's the only thing I'd ask him. Why weren't you there? Like, Bubba, great promo. You're right next to Ward Rio's. Devon.
Huh?
The fuck?
What's happening? Yeah, so the SummerSlam card is 12 matches spread out over 2 nights, so 6 matches a night. Starting, it says 5:30 here because that's probably when like the pre, like maybe a pre-show match or whatever happens. But it's actually going to be at 6 p.m. both nights, which is one of the earliest start times for any WWE PLE I think ever.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. It's not like UFC has something going on.
No, this is a total WWE weekend. I think your theory that we talked about earlier is correct, that they don't want to run into the issue that happened last time when they had a big event at MetLife with the trains and everything. Honestly, I'm all for it because that means I'll be able to go home at a decent time.
Yeah, we'll be out of there by like 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
Which means we'll be back in Hoboken by 11:30.
Something like that. We'll figure it out when we get there. It's going to be a good time. So, with that being said, we have 12 matches to go through. Anything before 808's and he lost his mind. 808's and Heartbreak was actually a good album. I'll give you that, Will Gray. But we have 12 matches to go through. We're starting in no particular order, so we're not going to go like Saturday, Sunday, like all the Sunday matches, all the Saturday matches. I'm just going in the order that I decided we were going to do, pretty much. And the first match we're going to do, obviously, is the main event of main events, the rematch of a very whelming WrestleMania 41 main event, John Cena and Cody Rhodes. It is an undisputed championship street fight match, so expect a bunch of shenanigans. I think the only reason they're doing a street fight is because Cody Rhodes can't do another Bloodline rules match because he's undefeated in those.
And Cena's not in the Bloodline.
That's just true. Cena is not in the Bloodline.
So it's probably going to be a lot of gaga, right?
Although he did sell his soul to The Rock, so maybe he's like Bloodline adjacent?
Was he invited to the Bloodline cookout?
I don't know, actually.
Can John Cena say oos?
I think he could, but he doesn't want to. So I don't know. I think this one is pretty cut and dry of all the matches to choose from. Cody obviously started doing some heel stuff. He forged John Cena's signature. He came out on Friday and was like, I want the real John Cena. None of this like sell his soul sub. I want the real guy in a street fight because that's the guy I want to beat. I truly believe that we are going to get one of the hardest things in wrestling to pull off, a double turn.
A double turn?
I think the double turn's coming. Cody is going to be the bad guy. John Cena. This is what's going to set John Cena back like right side up again. Because obviously heel John Cena's not working.
Yeah, it's not been great.
Yeah, it hasn't worked well. That's also mostly not John Cena's fault. It's everything around John Cena that's screwed up. The Rock, Travis Scott.
The Rock fucked him up as Volpe strikes out again because he sucks ass. The Rock didn't do him any favors. I think the writing, too much on the fans, didn't do him any favors. His feud with Punk was great. because it was about Punk and the promos and their history and their story. And this one for Cody, Cena hasn't been there. And WWE had 3 other shows around the SummerSlam. So, yeah, Cena has not been given any favors here either.
Exactly. So, this is going to... I don't think we're going to get Hogan Rockmania 18 type stuff because, I mean, depends on how we're feeling in New Jersey. So, it's up in the air. But, yeah, it hasn't done any favors. Cody, for a lot of his good matches, has always had to carry the feud.
Yeah.
Like, him and Brock was never around. Him and Cena's never around. That's just
Roman.
Like Roman, Roman's never around as well. So he's always he's always has to carry something. It's kind of just par for the course. I mean, I did like the back and forth where Cena was like, because they almost got me when Cena was like, oh, I can't make SummerSlam. You know, I got all these obligations and stuff.
I thought it was really funny. It was a funny promo.
Because it actually seems sincere. I was like, this makes sense. You know, like Peacemaker is coming out next month. You know, he has to do a promo run. He was at San Diego Comic-Con. But then, you know, he had the Ford signature. Like, he's going to do this and stuff. But I think Cena's title run is over. It's done. He's going to go on his swan song for the fall, you know, and Cody's going to be the new villain. So I'm going Cody here.
I'm going to go John Cena. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think he retains. I think he retires as a heel. Like, I do think the turn's coming, but I think Cody's turning heel. Cena's not turning face. Like, I think Cody eventually turns heel, and this is part of his dip into madness, right? Because there have been very subtle signs that Cody is turning heel. You've mentioned it multiple times with like the Bullet Club references, like him signing the contract for him was pretty heelish. But Cena, I think him and Triple H had this plan since the beginning, and it changed a little bit with the heel work. But at the end of the day, it's going to keep going through fruition. I think they're going to stick to the plan where Cena keeps going as champion, as a heel, and like he just goes out on his back, 1, 2, 3. Because here's the thing. Next time you see John Cena in any WWE capacity, he's not going to be wearing a jorts or a t-shirt. He's going to be wearing a suit. He's going to be a babyface. Like, you don't need to turn John Cena heel. As soon as he's done, as soon as he's done, he's a face anyway. He's a forever face from now until the end of time.
So you're going with the theory that John Cena beating Cody sends Cody deeper into like heelish stuff.
Yeah.
Like it leads to like a Cody obsession. Like I have to.
Yeah, maybe not Cody Cena, but Cody's going to turn heel on somebody.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they've been teasing it since the Rumble.
Yeah.
When he almost annihilated Kevin.
Yeah. So, and then he went back on it. Could he pull the trigger? He couldn't pull the trigger. Then on Friday night with that contract, guess what? He pulled the trigger. So he is inching closer, but you can turn Cody heel without Cena turning face. Like, I do like what Mance said here. Cena retains, offers legitimate respect, and Cody beats him down. Double turn. I mean, that could work too. But I still think Cena remains a heel moving forward and retains the championship. So there's my one getting back on K.
Yes, Kay has also picked Cody Rhodes to win as well, so we'll see how this goes because Kay's running away with this, and I don't know how either of us feel about this.
I mean, I'm proud for them.
I am proud.
I think last year the Kay finished last, so
yes,
what a rebound. So good for them.
Totally off the backboard here. Moving on to the second match that we're previewing right now. Jade Cargill, the Queen of the Ring tournament winner, versus Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Champion. This is a straight up match. Obviously, there is no Money in the Bank involved. There is no Naomi involved in this at all. That story is over and done with after Evolution. This is a straight up match. Tiffany has held the title for I think over 150, 200 days, somewhere in that range now. And it is her first title run. And for me, it hasn't been the best, but usually people's initial title runs aren't the greatest, although she has held it for a significant amount of time. But my belief here is that you invested how much in Jade Cargill to get her to the spot where she's at now? I think you need to give her a chance with this title. I'm going Jade.
I agree. But I'm still not fully on the Jade train. She has glimpses of looking very, very good. And she has definitely shown a lot of improvement. But the push in the title win does seem a little manufactured. Because I think like the crowd, and the crowd responds when she does good things and when she improves. But like to take the Naomi feud, Naomi carried that feud. Naomi had to carry, and even though Jade won and looked good winning, Naomi did most of the heavy lifting.
As a good heel should.
Yeah, like remember when God, I can't remember who it was of the big three, if it was Sasha, Becky, or Charlotte, but we're like, can Charlotte carry a match? Can Charlotte call a match? Or Becky, or whoever it was back in the day when those NXT women got called up, or Bailey even. Like, because they were being carried by the women that were there previously. And now Jade is doing the same thing. But eventually, as a champion, that switch needs to flip where you can carry a match and make your contender, like a Roxanne Perez, like Julia, look really good. Like a Stephanie Vaquer. Now, luckily, those women are very good anyway, can hold their own. But can Jade do that as champion, call the match and carry the match and do all the heavy lifting? I'm not sure. Give her a chance? Sure. Give her a chance. Has she earned it? Probably. But does it feel like the fans buy it, or does it feel like this is just happening because Triple H wants it to happen? I'm not sure.
Charles also out here saying to troop call Cena, and I like that scenario as well.
Cool. Because he's completely faded into obscurity with Aleister Black and Damian Priest, so poor him.
Yeah. So a lot of the things you said about Jade, you can kind of also say the same thing about Tiffy. Because
definitely.
You know, that's the interesting thing about this, because you can't really say there's a legitimate veteran in this match at all.
No, I agree with you completely. That's a very good counterpoint, because Tiffany is very much, blonde hair, blue eye, pretty girl. Like, she's young. She is super athletic, super talented. But we've been saying on the show that her run has been stale for months now. Yeah. And it has been. Unfortunately, Charlotte Flair killed her title reign. Charlotte kind of had that Cena effect where that promo where they both shot on each other. That was it. Yeah. It's like you lost all your momentum. And that WrestleMania match didn't put her over as well as it should. And she is also very stale, very manufactured, and a little forced. So, yes, and for that reason as well, I think it is better for Jade. It is better to take the risk on Jade and see what she does than keep doing what isn't working with Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, you gave, essentially, it's more so you gave Tiffy a chance. It obviously isn't not working as well as you thought it was. And I think the thing with Tiffy, she's a manufactured face.
Yes.
And that's the problem. Yes. And you can see it in how she moves and how she speaks. Like, she's trying to be your cookie cutter face, and that's not your character.
She's trying to be the girl next door, man.
Yeah, and she's not.
She's not.
She's the mean girl.
Yeah, be a bitch.
Be a bitch.
Be Regina George, please.
Yeah, and I think what I've mentioned before, whether it was on this show or talking with friends and whatnot, she needs to take cues from Kevin Owens.
Yes, I've heard you say that. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, she needs to take cues from Kevin. Kevin, whether he's a heel or he's a face, he's the same person.
Yeah.
And she's 25. Maybe 26. That's going to take time. We have to allow these young performers to give them a little bit of grace to find that character. And hopefully, and I believe there's probably someone in the back like, all right, this isn't working. We need to tweak this or try this or things like that. And I think her losing could be very beneficial to her. And I think it will be. And like you said, we know the risk with Tiffy as champion now. We don't know the risk with Jade. Give it to Jade, see what she does with it. They've had this match before on SmackDown, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Now we got to see what happens on a bigger stage. So we're going with Jade here. Kay also chose Jade as well for this. So clean sweep for Jade Cargill. Moving on to the next match, the women's triple threat for the World Championship. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Naomi, the women's world champion, who we didn't have you talk about Evolution, but my Lord, what a match between Io and Ripley.
If Naomi didn't cash in, I might say it's the greatest women's match of all time, beating Becky and beating Bianca. Sorry, fuck me.
Sasha and Bailey.
Sasha and Bailey. Thank you.
Yeah, Sasha and Bailey.
My stomach is one churn, not my brain. But with that cash in, I mean, the cash in was amazing, but it did take away a little from the match, but it left me wanting to see it again. And this is gonna be the best match of the weekend, I think, easily. It's the one that's most interesting. Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest stars in all of wrestling. Io Sky has really fallen into her own. She's done better with promos. Her English is better than it was. Like you can I like when I know Naomi was getting heat. It was like, I don't know what you just said, but it's like
that's
Naomi,
great heel work.
It is
that's
great heel work. But also it's just like, no, I understood her perfectly. Like I had no issue understanding anything Io Sky just said, because I think she's actually put in work, because she understands if I'm gonna be a top star, like I need to have promos better and to work on my English. So good for her. Good on her, honestly. And you know, when going into Mania, I was like, man, why is Io Sky in this match? Like Bianca and Rhea is the match. But Triple H doubled down and was like, no, Io Sky is that talent. She is that good. And she's proven it. She is that good. So
yeah, I mean, Michael Cole even said after the Raw after Evolution, he was like, Io Sky might be the best performer in all of wrestling.
A stretch, but I understand it. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, she has very much earned this spot. Whereas like a Tiffany or a Jade feels a little manufactured. Io is the exact opposite. Io is just like the fans, most of the fans see it. Triple H sees it, but he has to convince everyone else to see it. And now we see it.
She already has the emote. She has the perfect celebration that people have replicated.
Yeah.
A little pointing at the head. People did at their college graduation. Listen, in the biggest events of the year thus far, WrestleMania and also Evolution, because Evolution was a big deal, especially if that entire card was fantastic. Io has shown up perfectly, especially in WrestleMania 41. We were like, why did we include Io in this? We wanted Bianca and Rhea. I still want Bianca and Rhea. But Io in that match didn't take away. She just added to it.
And Rhea doesn't need this title. Like
she doesn't. I don't think she's winning.
Rhea is elevating both of these women because of her presence and her comfort. Like I think I didn't watch the documentary yet, but in the behind the scenes doc, she was like, "Yeah, I get nervous once my music hits. I'm Rhea Ripley, and that's it."
Yeah, she's like, Rhea Ripley is the parts of me that would send me in jail.
Yep, and and you see it, and you see it every time she's on screen, and you feel it. It's this
might start one of the nights.
I hope it's night 2.
As of right now, night 2 is full of championship matches. Like every match is a championship match on night 2, so it's going to be interesting. Listen, this match is going to be amazing no matter what. If it's going to play out the way I think it's going to play out, it's going to be interesting heel work by Naomi, because Naomi, I think, Naomi's still too good. She's on a run. She came out in a Thriller jacket on Monday.
I did hear about that. I didn't watch Raw yet, but Naomi's on a phenomenal run.
Naomi's on a roll, and I think you want all of your top stars chasing Naomi right now.
Yeah, this is the best she's ever been. She has cashed in. She's a believable champion. We all love to see it. Even though she is a heel, the crowd still cheers for her because she's just that good.
Yeah. I think Naomi retains being an opportunistic heel, like someone in the chat already said.
Yeah, I think she retains just because she's that good. Like, it is the easy booking decision to be like, oh, the heel does the cop-out. We're there to distract on each other. No, I just think she just pins someone. It goes over clean. I think it's clean as a whistle.
Yeah, I think it's clean, too. It's also a triple threat, so, like, there are really no rules involved in there and stuff, too, as well. And it's also one of those things where you just gave her the title by cashing it on Money in the Bank. If she loses, you destroy that.
Yeah, she looks like a bitch.
Yeah, she looks really bad. You might as well have just had her lose from the jump. And if these two things come to fruition in these women's title matches, this I think would be a historic moment for WWE, where 2 women's world champions are people of color.
Yeah,
if this does happen.
Who's the IC title? Okay, yeah, no, it's all white ladies. And then Julia is she mixed? I know she's Japanese.
Julia's Japanese and Italian.
Italian. Oh, that's a weird mix. Oh, that's a World War II mix. Sorry, that makes way more sense.
I'm just talking about your top belts. So I'm just talking about your top of the women's division.
Right.
So it would be interesting if they do pull that trigger. If someone even mentions that, Big E will probably mention it on the post show at some point. But
Biggie has great commentary specifically on the women in the post show.
His evolution monologue was brilliant. He was really good. I mean, like, the more I see Biggie on the post show, the more I'm just like, you don't need to return to the ring. Stay where you are.
Yeah, especially if you're not healthy. Like if there's a risk in returning to the ring, don't do it.
Yeah, stay.
To do what? The New Day sucks right now, so
Yeah.
unfortunately.
They're funnier now, but that they're like mourning the loss of a tag titles.
I mean, yeah, they make the most of their minutes, but I say they suck. I mean, they're not getting minutes on TV.
Yeah, no, they're not. They're getting backstage segments.
Julian's
and
the
things
fuck
like
lover
that.
to complete the trifecta. Thanks to Quan. That's 100% correct. the Axis powers.
My goodness. All right, moving on to this. Naomi with a clean sweep for all three of us. Moving on to what probably might be a main event that we should have gotten at Mania if you watched WWE on Real. CM Punk Gunther World Championship match. CM Punk obviously won like a multi-person match a couple weeks ago, challenging Gunther for this. It's hard.
It is.
To bet against Gunther.
It very much is, especially when they take it off him. Like, fuck, what are we gonna do with Gunther? Well, we just give him the belt again. That is what they've done. Is he drops the belt, he takes
and
the
he goes
break,
after number one. Yeah.
He comes back, he goes after it, he wins it. Then he holds it forever. Because it was just like, I was thinking, like, why did he win the belt back? Oh, for Goldberg. That match was a dud. Then it's like, okay, well, now why does he still have this belt? I thought I was going to give it back to Jay. It's like, well, no, because Punk was supposed to win it at Mania, so here we are.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Punk here. Obviously, we know Kay is going with Punk.
Yep,
because,
agreed. I'm also going with Punk.
I think, and it goes to this too, even though we know Seth is severely injured, and I do not believe Seth is coming back.
I don't either.
At SummerSlam. Not the way that knee holds up, because he's going to take some time off. I think you have to play on the fact that CM Punk said about several months ago, maybe close to like 6 months ago, he said, as long as I'm still wrestling, Seth Rollins will never be a world champion. What better way to
win a world
guarantee that is win world? Yeah,
when he's out. Because when Rollins comes back, he's going to cash in on Punk, and then here we go again.
Exactly. That's what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to hold it, and then out of nowhere, it's never going to be announced. Seth is going to come back, cash in, steal it from Punk, and the circle keeps going.
Yep, it's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle, and I love it. Yeah, CM Punk all the way for this. CM Punk all the way. Moving on to the women. There's a lot of women's matches, which I'm very happy about because the women are killing and carrying. Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch, the women's Intercontinental title in the match that none of us actually asked for at all. Again, listen, they work well. They have great chemistry. They've thought in NXT. They've done it twice on the main roster. This is going to a third. It's a really quick trilogy by WWE standards. And it's surprising. There's something in the work here. And I have an idea of what it is, but they are playing off the fact that Bayley has nothing to do at SummerSlam. Currently.
Yeah, she was like, hey, do you want to be tag champs after I like kind of said I hate you last week? Huh? Do ya? No? All right. It's like, Bayley, what are you doing? It's like Bayley right now is a fence sitter.
Yeah, it's very weird, especially that they're doing this again after we already saw this match. So they have to do something different for this. And judging by the way things ended on Raw, I'm going Becky. I think Becky retains, but I think Becky and Bayley are in cahoots in some way. I think Bayley turns.
Do we need emo Bayley? Bayley's better as a heel.
I love Ding Dong Hello Bayley. Ding Dong Hello Bayley was great.
Like Bayley is a great heel because when we think of face Bayley, we want hugger Bayley. Like,
yes,
if babyface Bayley was just like, okay, you're like, we had child Bayley, hugger Bayley, emo Bayley, more hero Bayley. Now we just have like Bayley as a mom. Like her babyface Bayley is just like a mom. That's what she strikes me as. She's like a cool aunt because she doesn't have kids, a cool auntie. But no, I mean, Bayley, I think works better as a heel at this point in her career. I think her and Becky together would be a pretty interesting duo. But I think they're trying to build Lyra. WWE is on a kick with their younger women and the new women on their roster. I think Lyra takes it back. And I think
some might call it the new generation.
The new generation, exactly. I think that's the right thing to do for Lyra to put it back because you've invested so much time in her. And you've made her look so stupid with Bayley, specifically in her promos. Like, I thought we were friends. And now she's moved past that. So in her character development and growth, it makes sense that it gets rewarded and paid off with a title. And Becky is forever over. She doesn't need this title, but she's doing a damn good job with it. So I would not be shocked if Becky wins, but I'm behind in the leaderboards, Ricky. I need to take some risks. I'm going Lyra Valkyria. Book it.
Yeah, I'm going to go Becky here. Bigger star, biggest two-night. I mean, the first ever two-night SummerSlam. You're going to need your stars to go over. And let's not forget, SummerSlam is the heel WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Heels rule for a lot of this. For a lot of his card, as they should, and I think it'd be very apropos because when Becky got her skyrocket run, what did she do? She turned at SummerSlam, and they all thought we were going to hate her. We just cheered her louder, and I think Bayley.
Goddamn right we did.
Yeah, that was a great Brooklyn crowd.
That was a great night in Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah. I think Bayley does the same thing. Bayley needs her fire back. Her being mopey is not going to be good for her character. So Bayley needs a fire up. And I think it happens in this match in some way, shape, or form. Just because Bayley screwing over Lyra makes Lyra a more sympathetic babyface and keeps kind of Lyra's character intact.
Yeah, it's true. Or they take it off her and then Becky and Bayley go out to the tag belts for whatever reason. I don't know. You never know.
I kind of like that based on who I think is going to win the women's tag too, because that's a great feud. That's a great feud if I'm thinking what I'm thinking. That's money.
Yeah, that would be a good feud. That would be. I know exactly what you're thinking. That would be a very good feud.
That's money in all aspects. So we'll find out this weekend. Moving on to the match that may not actually happen because someone took the wrong passport to the UK.
All right. Time out. First of all,
yeah.
They have a full week to get him his passport.
Less than a week now.
I know, but is Drew McIntyre's wife still in the States?
She had the board to play without him, yes.
Okay, so you can just go get his passport and fly back. Like, yeah, it's annoying, but WWE, they could take the WWE jet. There are very easy ways for WWE to fix this problem that just involve flying. It's a few-hour flight. Like, yeah, it's going to be annoying. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Have his wife go home, get the right passport, and fly back with it.
I was not aware he was a dual citizen.
I knew he was an American citizen.
Yeah, because he took his UK passport.
Right. So that's surprising. Well, because I guess you would need your US passport to get back into the US.
If you're a US citizen.
If you're a US citizen, but
it's so weird why he got held up. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, because as long as you have a valid passport,
you should be able to come and go.
Because you should be, because if you're from Singapore, you have a Singapore passport, you're not a U.S. citizen, you're still allowed in the country with a valid passport. That is your valid passport.
I don't know if you can overnight a passport, Freds, across the Atlantic, but we can try.
I'm sure WWE will find a way. They're a global billion-dollar company. I'm sure they can make it work.
And I believe they also have UK offices as well.
Well, because he needs his passport. He can't get a new passport that quickly, though. That's a problem.
No. Yeah,
the thing is, you have to get his passport that is in the States, in Florida, I'm assuming.
Fred's saying he lives in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Okay, Nashville, whatever. So yeah. I mean, there's an airport in Nashville.
It's just there is.
It's international. This should not be an issue. That being said, I don't give a fuck about this match. So I'm picking Randy and Jelly, and my friend, you can monologue.
I'm going to take Randy and Jelly as well, as Will disappears for a little bit. We'll get him when he comes back. I'm picking Randy and Jelly as well. And I really haven't cared much about this feud in particular. It's understandably just a giant celebrity fest. Charles, you could not have gotten his password overnight. Anywho, I think it's you're pulling on the celebrity of Jellyroll. There's always one big celebrity match in some way, shape, or form outside of Cardi B hosting this event at every major WWE event these days. They're celebrity heavy. What I think made this feud work a little bit better is Logan Paul's initial promo where Logan Paul was like, I'm tired of these outsiders coming into our thing. It was a whole big transference thing I thought was absolutely hysterical. Like, what are you doing? Do you really care about the business? They went on like a late night show. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, and they had the segment. I think that went over really well. And the other thing that went over really well is that Jellyroll, in and of himself, good job, man. Jellyroll, in and of himself, is actually taking this seriously. He's been training. He did lose a lot of weight. That's, very different from related to wrestling and getting in the ring, but he's doing the work. He's cutting promos. He's on podcasts, and he legitimately has a beef with Logan Paul. Like, I think he was on Stephanie McMahon's podcast and is like, oh, well, what do you think of Logan Paul? He goes, I fucking hate that guy. And I was like, what? Like, just flat out. It was almost like he was doing a shoot. And the other thing here is that outside of him putting in the work, he's been taking bumps. He's slamming people. Logan Paul, I believe, has been extremely, extremely generous with selling for Jellyroll, because obviously Logan Paul has a couple of years of training under his belt, and Jellyroll is clearly a celebrity who's new to this, but you can tell that Jellyroll's taking it seriously. He sells really well. He has good working punches. He's doing everything he needs to do, and the good thing about Jellyroll is that he is going to be in there with Randy Orton, somebody who's been around the block umpteen times, knows what to do and what not to do. Randy is in a very supportive role these days within WWE, and I think Randy is probably the best person to work with Jellyroll at this time. Obviously, it's not going to be a crazy match. I don't expect Jellyroll to do some sort of like springboard 450, but if he does, I will call him the greatest performer of all time if that does happen. Mantis here is saying it's like a good version of Jay Leno and Karl Malone coming into WCW in '98. Thank you for the shameless plug, Mans, of your new show coming out on Wrestle Addict Radio in September, The Wayback Wrestling Machine. That's good job, Mans. I'm proud of you for that. As I lose my train of thought here, however, like I said, this is going to be a match for the outsider, for the people who love Jellyroll and know of Logan Paul and probably know of Randy from the RKO Out of Nowhere memes, and Drew McIntyre, hopefully, if he shows up. Mike the Miz Mizanin has also come out and stated that he would like to replace Drew McIntyre if Drew is unable to make it, which would be very interesting because Logan Paul's first real breakout match at WrestleMania, 38? WrestleMania 38 in Dallas was with The Miz in a tag team match. So you kind of have that familiarity there, although The Miz did turn on Logan Paul and they never really were on TV again. So I think that back and forth would also be really interesting. Pending Drew can't make it. I totally believe Drew is going to make it, and they could just play this up right now. I mean, Drew will tell you if he's made it or not. He's big on social media. That's one of the things that has gotten his character over. And I also think that Drew McIntyre in and of himself might actually probably tweet again during the performance or during the match, because this is what Drew McIntyre does. Like, I can definitely picture Drew McIntyre probably taking a selfie with the down the Jellyroll at one point in the match. Like, I'm going to book it right now, actually, as I'm waiting for Will to get back. But I think that Drew McIntyre will probably take like some sort of weird selfie with a beat up Jellyroll at some point. And then when he's taking the selfie and posting it on Twitter, Randy Orton will then come in and RKO him. And then at some point, we are probably going to get Jellyroll choke slamming Logan Paul, and Jellyroll will get the victory. Because if we forget, folks, Jellyroll has a pretty amazing choke slam. He did it at SummerSlam. I want to say last year. Excuse me. That he did it. And he choked. I forgot who he chokeslammed, but it went over really, really well. I think Will Gray might know who it is. Is that he chokeslammed somebody. People are like, oh, Jellyroll might be a little bit talented here. So listen, this match is going to be somewhere in the middle. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a spot fest. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to put the entertainment within sports entertainment. But yeah, in the end, it is going to be Jellyroll and Randy Orton beating Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Thank God you're back. I felt like I was filibustering.
Yeah, obviously they're winning. God, Jazz is eating dumplings, and I'm so fucking hungry.
That sucks.
And they smell
so much.
And they smell so good. I'm so upset. You know, in the previous 4 or 5 times I've done this, I've lived alone, so it's a lot easier. But when someone's eating in front of you and you can't eat anything.
That sucks a lot. I want dumplings now. God damn it. Too bad it's National Wing Day too. You can't even have wings on National Chicken Wing Day.
No. I had wings yesterday though, so that counts for something. Hoboken has really good sushi as well. So
ooh, very nice. Very nice. I do love me some good sushi as well. Moving on to the next match. We're almost halfway there. This match is going to be absolutely bananas. It was very weird to me that when they had the match reveal that there were only 11 matches. I was like, they usually do things even. And then on SmackDown,
shit went down.
Due to the chaos, Nick Aldis, the greatest general manager of the modern era, said, you know what? I have 6 teams in my tag team division. Y'all all want the titles? We're going to do a TLC match with the entire SmackDown tag division. DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Andrade and Phoenix, Strange Bedfellows, Fraxium, Street Profits, and the Wyatt Six on the 25th anniversary of TLC being at SummerSlam.
Wow. Where's Pretty Deadly?
They have to be injured.
Again.
Yeah, which is a shame. I love me Pretty Deadly. They are so funny.
Yeah, they are pretty great.
I don't know how to predict this. This is the most anticipated match for me this weekend.
I'm gonna go with the Wyatt Six. I'm gonna go with the Wyatt Six.
To retain.
Champs retain. They just won them. They just won them too. You know, this faction has been start and go, which is apropos because Bray Wyatt was start and go. So continuing on his legacy. But I think you gotta give him something, especially because there's 2 more of them. So Uncle Howdy and whatever Rowan's new name is can also get involved.
Yeah.
And Candice and Nikki Cross can have a spot too. So.
Candice, Nikki Cross, B-Fab is with the Street Profits as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot that can go on in this match. This is totally unpredictable for me. I mean, listen, they had, Street Profits, DIY, and Motor City Machine Guns got a tag team ladder match, the SmackDown after Mania, and they tore the house down. Now you're adding 3 more teams. 2 of those teams are crazy athletic, and Fraxium and Nathan Frazier, and Andrade and Rey Fenix are going
Rowan is still Rowan.
Rowan is still.
Sorry, Mance. Payne is on the pre-show to Collision as part of the New Order, whatever the fuck their name was. The Dark Order.
Dark Order, yeah. I was like, what are you going from? Yeah.
My prediction: Payne.
Yeah, right. I don't know what you do with this. Everybody has a chance to win. It's the matter of this is going to be a demolition derby, and I hope this is on Sunday.
Yeah, it's a fun match. It's just, hey, let's forget that Liv Morgan is injured. Let's forget that Seth Rollins is injured, and hey, TLC gimmick matches.
But with all these experienced people,
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
can't wait.
It's gonna be so much fun. Kay is picking Fraxium. Will's going Wyatt Six. You know what? TLC matches always have gone, for the most part, the tag team TLC, we're talking the original trilogy, for the most part, have always gone.
Sorry, man.
What are you talking about? TLC matches in the original trilogy have always gone to the snarkiest and smartest heels. And
so the Gargano and Ciampa.
I think it's going to be DIY steals it in the snarkiest and heelest way possible. They are very much a more serious Edge and Christian when they want to be. So I'm going to go DIY.
They're so good too.
Even when they're heels or faces, they're funny. I think they're funnier when they're heels.
Oh, of course.
Johnny as a heel is absolutely hysterical.
And Ciampa just yells and is angry.
Yeah, he's an angry gym teacher. Is what he is.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
You know who he is? What's the name of the Scottish janitor on The Simpsons?
Willie, Groundskeeper Willie.
He's like Groundskeeper Willie, but younger.
Without the accent.
Without the accent, yeah. That's what he is.
I live in a shark.
Yeah, that's Ciampa for you. So I listen, this is gonna be, we gotta be seated for this, Will. Even though we are gonna be in club level.
Oh, of course. What do you mean? No question.
Yeah, but by the way, apparently it's they renamed the club level where we're sitting, Will, to the Corona Beach Club.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a fun time. Moving on to the next match. This is also going to be an interesting match too.
This is so fun. I love this match.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Dom Mysterio is putting his title after evading AJ Styles for who knows how long. In a one-on-one match here, Dom got cleared. AJ Styles became a meme in 1 week.
So many memes. Multiple memes.
AJ Styles being a master of disguise for one Raw was also really funny.
Yeah, he was a janitor. Yeah, it was great.
He was the sideline doctor. He tried to give him CPR.
It's so
it
funny.
was so good. And I was gonna go with AJ Styles here up until when Dom Mysterio showed up at AAA.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. He's going to be, it's now a fatal 4-way at Triple Mania 2 weeks after SummerSlam. 2 weeks after SummerSlam. And it's going to be live streamed on YouTube for everybody. So you'll be able to watch it for free, Will. I have a feeling Dom is going to retain here to go in to Triple Mania as the IC champion and be a double champ. The pop he got in Mexico.
Yeah, people love him.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
We're going to cheer him too. I think the New York crowd's going to love Dom Mysterio.
Yeah. And regardless, this is going to be a hell of a match. AJ Styles at SummerSlam is great.
Dom can work too.
Yeah.
I know Dom doesn't wrestle as much as he used to, but he needs to bulk up a little bit, needs a little more muscle, but he is like that.
He may not be able to yet.
Maybe. He's still a baby.
Yeah.
So he is that 5-tool player. I love that he rocks the Eddie Guerrero look from the night from WCW.
So good.
Everything he does is just so great. And I think eventually, once he leaves the Judgment Day, you put him with Vicky Guerrero.
If Vicky wants to come back, I would love for Vicky to come back. I listen. We've met Vicky.
She was at Evolution. She was in the crowd. So
that was great.
It's totally possible. But if Dom reaches that part of his career, because right now he's like the edge leader right now, but without like the cheating and Matt Hardy. But he's on that career trajectory of edge. So if you put him in that world title picture and give him Vicky Guerrero,
that'd
be great.
Yeah. Kay is going AJ Styles, but I think Will and I are both sold on Dom.
I'm gaining ground, baby.
I thought AJ doesn't really need the IC title. He doesn't have an IC title. I think or did he get the IC title once?
I think he's missing the US title.
No, he has the US.
He has the US title. Let me go AJ Styles.
Yeah. Someone double check to see if it's AJ's missing the IC or the US title for the Grand Slam. Because I am not completely sure on that at all.
God, I have to go through all of his career in wrestling, part of the championships and accomplishments. There we go.
Yeah, where is he? What do we got?
World Wrestling Entertainment, two-time WWE champion, 3-time US, 1-time Intercontinental, 1-time.
Oh, he has
tag
the Grand
champ.
Slam.
Yeah,
Never mind.
He is the 22nd Grand Slam champion and the 32nd Triple Crown.
Interesting. All right, so Mance is going AJ, or Fret's going AJ when Dom wins in Mexico. And Dom becomes a AAA champion? Or mega champion is what it's called?
You see they fired Del Rio.
Well, yeah, he wasn't going to stick around.
Wow, I want to feel bad, but I don't. I don't
feel bad for
Sorry,
him.
Del Rio, you're not Hulk Hogan.
Jesus, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. So yeah, Dom being a mega champion would be very interesting, especially since WWE acquired AAA during WrestleMania. And so, what do you do with that too? That's very interesting. I do think we get a Roxanne Perez appearance. All right, so if my theory holds up and Dom gets a new boo every SummerSlam, this will be the perfect time, as long as Liv doesn't show up, or Liv could show up, that we get a Dom and Roxanne Perez like lip lock after the match once she helps Dom win.
No, not a lip lock. They got to do the nose thing that he does with Liv.
No, it's got to be a lip lock.
I guess, but they do make a point. Because Dom is married, right? So I think.
Well, it was like a wife suggestion thing,
right? Which fair,
yeah,
right,
yeah, fair.
And for Dom and Liv, like the nose thing was just more annoying, so it actually worked better.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I wouldn't mind one lip lock because I mean, who don't want to kiss Roxanne Perez? She's a button.
Dom can't initiate. Like he's got to she has to go for it. And he could be like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be that. Like you got to create some controversy in the Judgment Day, and I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, because Finn's
stirring the pot all the time. I love it.
It's so much fun watching Finn have fun.
Fred says Roxanne bought Dom a Switch too. You know how much those cost? He's getting a. Yeah, you're correct. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. Roxanne spent her call up bonus on a Switch 2 for Dom.
Pretty much. That's love right there, dude.
That is love right there. Although Roxanne's also dating someone, so good for her.
Yeah, good for her. Everybody's finding love in hopeless places. All right. Speaking of a match that surprisingly I'm not really that excited for, but I am kind of excited for. We'll see. Steel cage match. Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, United States Championship on the line. Very simple for me. Yada da mean. Yep. Jacob Fatu.
Yep, Fatu. Easy peasy.
Really simple. Yeah.
I won because Jimmy's gonna come down when the Tamatala, the Talatonga, because he's Tala. Thank you, Mance. That's how I remember now. They're gonna get unless who's that? Unless he comes back.
Tamatanga.
Unless he comes back, which is possible. I could see Solo retaining because Solo, man. They've invested so much into him. It seems like a waste not to have him keep it.
It is, and he's actually doing.
Kay went with
Solo.
You know what? I've taken too many risks. I'm gonna go with Solo.
Go with Solo
because that again manufactured. I do think Solo deserves this spot. I really do because of all the investment they put into him, all the time, this, that, and the other. But Jacob just has that hot streak, and the fans love him.
He got a bunch of brand new merch, too.
But WWE, man, they prefer to go with what they want sometimes. They did the same thing with LA Knight. So,
listen, I feel for Solo. I feel for Solo, too, because I think he's doing his best heel work since he, split the bloodline.
Yeah, he's funny. He's
funny.
He's not bad. His in-ring work is fine.
Yeah.
But, you know what it is? He's 3 inches too short.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Is once he stopped becoming the heavy and the silent assassin, and then he started to speak. It took him a while to get there, but he's there now. He has his personality. My favorite thing he ever did was the arrest thing. Arrest him, and he gets arrested.
He gets arrested. He's like, what?
Yeah, I was like, we need to see more of this. This is funny. This is entertaining.
He's putting the work in.
Yeah.
It's just like when the fans were chanting "fuck you" Solo on SmackDown last week. That wasn't good heat. That was we just don't like you. Go away heat. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know how you convince the fans to buy into Solo, and it's not going to happen facing Jacob Fatu because we all love Jacob Fatu.
We love Jacob so much.
He's like the fuck. I'm not talking to no police.
So good.
It's like Jacob. The cameras are rolling.
Oh, yes, right this way.
I was like, I love it. Perfect.
Oh, that's good. But yeah, for me, it's Jacob. We're Kane will go with Solo. This will be interesting. It's also very interesting that Rikishi and Haku both canceled their WrestleCon appearances, which is going on this weekend in New Jersey as well.
Yeah, it's in the Prudential Center, right? It's in the Rock.
No, it's in the Newark Marriott.
Okay,
we're talking WrestleCon. Yeah, Newark Marriott, Newark Airport Marriott or whatever. It's something we're not going to go to. I will tell you that right now.
I don't want to go to Newark, specifically the airport, to go meet wrestlers for $40. No, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's there's something up. I feel like this is going to be a big show. Moving on to the women's tag team championship match. Charlotte Flair and Alexa.
So cute. Cute as a button.
I know somebody who hates Roxanne.
Oh, I know we do. She's been on the show.
Yes, she has been. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, the Dave Malkowitz Classic, Strange Bedfellows versus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, which is also kind of Strange Bedfellows, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think you go with the listen, Raquel and Roxanne are actually doing really well. Ever since Kevin Nash told Raquel, you need to wrestle bigger, she listened, and she's doing great.
Definitely, 100%. That match with Rhea was very, very, very well done.
Yeah, she's doing great. Roxanne's finding her little niche, but Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are on fire. I don't know what it is. They're just on fire right now.
Definitely.
And I
We're
hinted
not
that
friends.
earlier.
It's a great shirt.
We should get those shirts. We're not friends.
Well, we are friends. Why would we do that?
We should get it for Slack.
Oh, yes. Yes. There you go. There's the idea.
Get it for Slack. We're not friends. Oh, man. Listen, it just helps. I mean, once the article came out on Players Tribune, I feel like that kind of turned the tide with Charlotte.
Yeah.
No,
definitely. The fans were like, oh, shit, you're really sad. We're going to pick you up.
And she got the pop at Evolution. It's been carried on. Her and Bliss have great on-screen chemistry. It just it also, to me, it looks like for the first time in a long time, Charlotte's having fun.
Yes.
And that's a big thing. It goes a long way, I think, backstage. Charlotte's having fun. Bliss is having fun. They work stupidly. They're kind of like big sister, little sister.
Yeah, which is funny because they're similar in age.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. So I just think you give it to the hot hand and you get Charlotte and Bliss. And if Bayley does align with Becky, that tag title match, whenever that happens, phenomenal.
Yeah.
You have essentially your four legacy hottest, wrestlers going against each other in a tag title match. It would suck for Roxanne and Raquel, but you can also Liv might show up. Liv is a wild card in this.
That's what I mean. I do think they keep these titles until Liv returns. So while I do agree Charlotte and Bliss are red hot, there is still plenty of room. There's plenty of stuff they can still do inside and outside of tag division. She's like, I need you to be my cheerleader. And she came with the pom-poms. Great. Right?
The pom-poms are really funny.
there is room for growth and opportunity outside of the tag titles where the tag titles need to stay with Roxanne and Raquel to keep pushing that story forward. Because if Liv comes back,
I see what you mean.
It's just like, well, that's my title. Now it's just like, oh, you have my spot. It gives that story a little more oomph and makes the titles a little more that much more important, and it makes people care a little more. And you've invested so much in the Judgment Day over the past few years. This is one of the longest running factions.
Almost ever at this point.
Almost ever in a very long, the Bloodline, but it's getting close to that length of the Bloodline. The NWO in its prime, it's definitely outdone DX. And then if you want to include all the iterations of DX together, it's probably about the same. So keep the titles where you've been invested, because while this is a new hot thing with Bliss and Flair, there's room for growth outside of the titles. They don't really need them.
You can give them some adversary. Mance with a comment here saying, unless Liv shows up to screw over, but Judgment Day, it's a Judgment Day. Story doesn't make any sense otherwise, but as is my way, I'm predicting the return of Liv to take out Roxanne. And Charlexa, I love that. Charlexa wins the titles.
That's pretty good.
So here's an interesting moment, too, as well. As I'm looking at the card, according to what they released about a week ago, the tag match, this tag match is Saturday, and Dom and AJ are Sunday. which would lead most people, conventional wisdom, to believe they're retaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was the other way around, I was like, oh, okay, there's something to be said here.
I think they're retaining. It makes the most sense in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go with Charlexa. I also just like the name that Mance came up with.
It's a great name.
Really
it's a great name. I wouldn't be that upset if they won the titles because the tag titles have always been pretty irrelevant, regardless.
Yeah,
but Raquel Rodriguez and Perez just work, I think, better for the stories they're trying to tell.
They're ironically antagonistic with each other as a character, but they work well in the ring.
Because think of the titles too. You want the titles to be in a story. What's the story moving forward with Bliss and Flair other than, they have the titles?
Makes sense.
Whereas with Perez and Rodriguez, they're a focal point of the story, which elevates the titles, theoretically.
Yeah. And and Charlotte, and because if Charlotte and Bliss and Charlexa are not friends, what happens when they actually lose?
Exactly.
Do they blow up? Do they rally around each other?
Closer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the bar.
Yeah, I've missed the bar so much. They were so much fun.
It was so much fun.
We don't set the bar, we are the bar.
It's a great tagline.
Yeah, it was. I had that shirt. It was great. I used to wear it at bars. Ironically enough,
we are the bar.
We are the bar. So, moving on, a couple more matches here. The Roman Reigns needs a paycheck match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, who is probably still looking for his shoes, versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The oh crap, Seth Rollins isn't here, we need to do something match. Pretty much what it is. If you think Roman's going to come back after being away for months and lose, you have something else coming to you. Roman and Jey, we're gonna get a yeet off between Roman and Jey, and it's gonna be fantastic.
Do you think Roman does the?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh God, I hope not.
Listen, Roman's super babyface now. He's got to do something stupid babyface. Listen, I love the really random segment where Bronson Reed stole Roman's shoes.
I know. I saw that. I saw the images. I'm like, you know what? It's never been done before. I love it.
Might as well.
Roman never got his shoe deal, did he?
He never got his shoe deal. It never came to fruition, I believe. And also, Bronson Reed was on Chris Van Vliet. He's like, I'm a sneakerhead. I have 150 pairs of shoes.
I believe it.
And Roman, I believe, is also a sneakerhead. Like, Roman always has really nice shoes on.
Yeah.
He's always wearing Jordans. So for somebody to steal your Jordans off of your feet, that's very disrespectful. Like, Jordans go for like $200 a pair.
Yeah, I believe it.
Especially the ones on Roman's feet. So it's great heel heat. I do love Braun Breaker saying he's got the best spear in the business. Like, this match is going to be fun.
Yeah, does Braun Breaker have the best spear in the business? It's close.
I think just on speed and impact.
Just speed and impact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Roman's is good, but Braun has that punch of youth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all it really is. But Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are going to look fantastic against Jey and Roman. And this is going to be a fun, entertaining match. And this match is also on Saturday. Roman's winning.
Yeah, of course.
This is classic LOL Roman wins.
Yeah. It's a damn shame Seth isn't there.
It is a shame, but you know what? They're going to get an interesting match out of this. It's going to be an entertaining match. Paul's going to be Paul. Jay's going to be Jay. Do you think Jay comes down from the stands again?
He's going to come from our section specifically. I'm going to be the little kid.
He's going to be eating in club level. That'll be great. But yeah, this is an LOL Roman wins. Roman wins because
absolutely.
You don't bring him back for nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't bring him back to take a pin.
He's probably never losing a match again.
Yeah, probably not. And now to the final match on the card, or the final match that we're going to predict. This is technically on Saturday, guaranteed on the Saturday. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, the feud that we kind of want, and we're waiting for this to actually pick up and do something. Karrion Kross had the really crazy media run during WrestleMania that worked really well. Sami hasn't done anything besides this. This is like an on again, off again. They had the match. What was it in Saudi? At
they had another one on Raw.
And Sami's always bested him. At this point, this is make or break for the Karrion Kross character. Karrion has to win this, or what do you do with him?
You release him.
Yeah. Well, yes. I think you have to, and I'm going on the sole fact that this is the heel WrestleMania. I think Sammy can take a loss. Ironically, I think we like Sammy better when he loses a lot more.
Yeah, Sammy strikes me as guys like Triple H. I need to lose this match. Like Sammy's like one of the few people who would advocate to lose.
Yeah.
Like Tommy Dreamer did that in ECW all the time. He would advocate to lose.
Yeah.
It's better for his character.
Yeah. I think it's better for Sammy's character if he loses the Cross and you give Cross some momentum to see what he can do. This is pretty much, we've got to give you something to do.
Yeah, I mean, good for him, man. How he forced himself into this situation. Like,
listen, he lobbied in the best way possible. He made the most noise on the biggest weekend.
Yeah, and he complained about Logan Paul, and then to an extent he complained about Logan Paul doing the right thing, right, getting attention, and then WWE's just like, okay, we're gonna reward you the same way we rewarded him. So
yeah, he got attention. The people now WC picked up on it. He started selling a ton of merch.
Yeah.
It's all about getting attention. Like, it's the metrics online and your merchandise sales, but really get the back that we've learned from WWE really gets the backstage talking about you and be like, all right, what do we need? What do we do with this guy?
And I don't understand the narrative came from that Karrion Kross doesn't sell. I'm like, what do you mean? He's taking back bumps all over Saudi Arabia. He sells.
Yeah. I think he ran with that too. He was like, I don't sell.
Yeah. It's just like, I mean, because normally in NXT, like, he was booked to be a dominant champion. So yeah, typically dominant champions don't sell that much.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like, yeah, part of his gimmick was not to sell to an extent.
Yeah.
But yeah, like his match with Sammy, yeah, I think he did fine. Like, what do you mean? Get off his ass, man. I don't even like Karrion Kross, but I'm defending him.
Listen, it's never been about Karrion Kross. It's been about Scarlett.
Yeah, talk about underutilized.
Yeah, it is a shame because, I mean, when Karrion Kross was hot in his NXT run, Scarlett was the catalyst to that character.
Yeah, she was hotter.
Yeah, but she was... Yeah, she was the catalyst. She was essentially like the herald to be like, he's coming, and like the sand clock and everything too, like the whole the end is near thing. Like, it was good. Yeah. They just never ran with it for too long.
Then he got released.
And then he
came back, and they still did nothing.
And you have to do something. You have to. And I think you got to give Cross this win. And we will cheer Cross winning. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah, we will.
I guarantee.
If it's a good finish, yeah.
Yeah. So Cross with a clean sweep for all of us here. And that is the final match of the card of 12-match weekend. Remember, SummerSlam starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time both nights, 3 p.m. on the West Coast, which is very interesting. But with that being said, let's figure out how well this SummerSlam is going to be. We're going to crown it, one being the greatest thing, one being the worst thing of all time, looking at you exploding barbed wire death match, and 10 being WrestleMania 40, obviously the greatest show of all time. For me, I was very concerned about SummerSlam, especially because it felt like it was rushed and we didn't have time to breathe to build SummerSlam. And somehow they pulled off a very above average card. There's a lot of things to be excited about here. There's a lot of things you're like, but there's the most important thing is there's something for somebody on this card. Both nights. Yeah. Guaranteed. We didn't even talk about Cardi B hosting because she'll be there. You know, she'll be there. But for me, here's the thing with WWE. It does look like a solid 8, Mr. Fretz. I agree. But I'm going to play into WWE is going to be like, we need to make a statement. This is our first 2-night SummerSlam. We need to show what we can show on 2 nights for an event that's not WrestleMania. And they need to make money because they have to do this again next year in Minnesota. So, who was supposed to get the first ever 2-night SummerSlam, and they were like, actually, we'll go to New Jersey and do it. I'm going to go with, I think they're going to pull a 9 here.
Wow. You on 9?
I think that in a little bit of a weird way, we're back is against the wall.
God, I was just remembering because next year in Minnesota, I'm like, fuck, I hope it's not the same weekend as my wedding. That'd be a real bummer. So I was thinking, why go to Minnesota? It's like, no, Will, you're getting married either that same weekend or the weekend before or after.
So make sure your reception gets Peacock and we can just have a TV.
Yep, it's a giant monitor. I'm gonna give it an 8. Yeah, like it should be a 9, but the fact that they had the 2 of their top stars go down within like 3 weeks of each other. They had to scramble again. They did pull it off. They have a few gimmicks here and there to kind of keep you there, which, fine. It's entertainment. But some of them have at least the Solo and Fatu has a story around it. It's like, oh, you got arrested. We want to put you in a cage. I'm going to put you in a cage. So, like, at least there's a reason behind it. Cody, Cena, it's like, okay, you need run-ins because you got to save that main event. So a few gimmicks are kind of just because they didn't have anything else to do. But strong matches, like the triple threat, they made up for it. And Roman and Jay, it's okay. It's going to be cool to see. So, yeah, solid 8. Solid 8. A little higher than the bar.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good time. It's going to be interesting. If you are going to be at SummerSlam, please make sure to, if you do know of us, hit us up. We'd love to hang out with you. Oh, yeah, forgot about to tell you this, Will. Wade is showing up at SummerSlam.
I think I did know that.
Well, yeah. I'm telling you again now. Wade's showing up at SummerSlam.
Hell yeah.
We're going to see
hashtag Wade cares.
Hashtag Wade cares. Him and his wife, Jess. I think you haven't met Jess.
I have not met, but I know what she looks like. I've seen her in photos.
Yeah, I met Jess a couple of years ago when I was in Dallas for Mania.
Seems super sweet.
Oh, she's awesome. Giant Rhea fan, by the way.
Love it. We'll get along just fine.
Giant Rhea fan. I almost had Wade on the show this week. I should have asked them. But giant Rhea fan. They love horror stuff. They're going to go to Halloween Horror Nights. They live in Orlando.
Hell yeah.
Which is now going to feature the Wyatt Six, and they're going to be a part of Halloween Horror Nights.
Love it.
As well. So good for them. So I'm looking forward to, I'm going to hit up Wade. I'm looking forward to talking to Wade, to see. I haven't seen him in years.
It's been a long time since we've seen him.
It's been a very long time. So we're going to have to.
He used to be our NXT correspondent.
yeah, he was. It's been a long time for Wade. Balor Club guy, I think, is also going to be around as well because, of course, he is.
Always a pleasure seeing BCG.
Yeah, BCG. I like that, BCG. So I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited that it's not going to be hot, knock on wood. Oh, yeah. That's why.
Jay and just in the path. Fuck you, Charles. Jersey Transit. The path doesn't go to. It's a train. It's not this path.
Actually, Jay entering through the path would be hysterical.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be it would be hard for them to do it. They would screw up all the time. He
shows up in Secaucus. Oh, shit.
Where you at? It's just me, Oos.
It's just me, Oos. Where's the ring? It's just me, Oos.
That's great. Oh, man. That's right. Show title. Secaucus train station. Or Secaucus path. Or I'll figure out a show title. But yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. It's going to be a fun time. I honestly can't wait for the club food. So the last time I was in MetLife, and I sat club level for a Raiders and Giants game. They had they made like wings right in front of you, like to order.
Oh yeah, dude, I bet. I was a little disappointed with the club food for TNA, but that's because
it was TNA. It
wasn't a main event. Like wasn't a main
major event.
At the arena. So club at MetLife, I have high hopes. It's going to be great. I'm very excited. I hate MetLife, but I'll pretend to like it this weekend.
Listen, you're going to be in climate controlled club seating. So.
I mean, yeah, that's the most important.
Club section.
That's the most important part. We can go inside if we need to.
Exactly. You don't have to go anywhere for anything else, to be honest with you. That's why we get club and things like that. So yeah, with that being said, let's get this show on the road and let's move to the post show for a little bit at least. Because then I think I have some stuff to do. Maybe some editing, maybe some writing, who knows. Anyway, folks, ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 416, the path to Oos. I have been your host, King Ricky. There you go. Yeah, I've been your host, King Ricky Rose. You can find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast across all social platforms. Like, share, subscribe, leave us 5-star reviews. The links to all of that, including some of our fantastic merch, is in the description below. And new merch coming soon, probably next month. If you're listening to us, make sure you're listening to us on Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast. And follow Wrestle Addict Radio socials at @addict_wrestle on Twitter, because I'm not calling it X, and at Wrestle Addict Radio, all one word, everywhere else. The links to all of those things are in the description below. Will Tarashot.
Yes, ladies and germs, it's me, it's Willie T. Yankees are currently winning 6-3 because the Rays have bad defense. So take the win where you can get it.
Fair enough. Simple enough. When we come back next week, hopefully nobody will be having tummy aches anymore.
I'll be good. I'll be clear.
You'll be, yeah, you will be. Hopefully nobody having tummy aches anymore. We'll talk about everything that happened at SummerSlam, the surprises that we probably totally forgot about, our experience hanging out with Wade. We got to figure out tailgating and stuff. I got to talk to Wade about that. And everything in between, and my weekend in Jersey for the first time. I haven't spent a weekend in Jersey in a very, very long time. I usually I know I usually like to keep it that way, but I'll make the exception this one time for SummerSlam. So until next week, folks, goodbye, good night. We'll see you soon, and maybe some of you on the post show. And yeah, we're definitely gonna buy the We're Not Friends thing for Slack. Just a surprise delivery to him.
Yeah, just I don't know. Do we have his address? We can just send it to him on a whim.
Someone has it. I can find out. And if not, we'll just ask him. We'll just ask him, and he'll give it to us.
We'll have Kay ask him.
Exactly. Yeah, he probably won't answer me. So, anywho, fuck you, Slack. We'll see you next week. This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast.